Hey, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means. It's Trick Taking Tuesday here on Tricky, and we are streaming card games, shedders, climbers, trick takers. Tonight, in particular, a trick taker called Ebbes by Klaus Geis. That is a very fun, unique little card game that we'll get to here in a moment. I am joined once again on the stream by Matt
Hi.
and by Rob.
Hello.
Thanks to both of them for joining me once again tonight. And we're going to play a 3-player game of Ebbes. The plan is we're going to play the normal version and then we're going to play the more cards variant. So before we start, get a couple plugs in. If you like what you see here on Tricky, give us a follow on Twitch. I just need a couple more to hit like a milestone that they want me to hit to, I don't know, to be able to do things, be an affiliate. I don't know what it means, but let's do it, right? Give us a follow. You can also jump over to dadsonaMap.com, check out all of our recent episodes. You can come join our Discord on there. You can follow us on Patreon. All kinds of buttons you can click if you head over to the website and see what's up. Always a good time in the Discord where you can play games, find games, talk about games, whatever you want to do. So, enough with the plugs. Let's get on to the game. Tonight we are playing Ebbes. Like I said, Ebbes is a game by Klaus Geis. No relation to me, James Geist. Maybe it's a distant relation. I don't know. But this game is comes from Germany, from a small publisher called Palladia Spiel. Don't know if the pronunciation's right there. You can order this game actually on like the Etsy shop of this designer. He has his own Etsy shop where you can order it, and also has a website that you can find and order from there too. So whatever's cheaper for wherever you're shipping it to, you can check out. Ebbes is a cool little card game. So I'm going to deal a couple cards for the teach. At 3 players, we're going to have 1 through 6 in 5 different suits. So only 30 cards. And like I said, we will get to the variant next, but we're going to start with just the regular 3-player game. So 1 through 6 in 5 different suits. The interesting thing about Ebbes is we don't know what the cards in our hand are going to be useful for until they start to get played, because in addition to having that, there's going to be a deck of cards right up here that only has 5 cards in it, 1 through 5. And when we play the first round, we'll put this down and flip it. It's the 3. So the 3 is the important card for this round. That's going to be the trigger card in this game. What that means is we're going to play a standard must-follow trick taker, where if you can't follow, you could play trump or you could slough, whatever. But a standard must-follow trick taker. However, as the 5 different 3s show up, they're going to activate for their respective color and give us some information about what we're playing with this game. Because the first 3 that comes out is going to designate the trump suit. So if I start the game and I lead out a 3 of red, boom, red is trump. We now know that red cards are trump. The second 3 to show up during gameplay is going to designate the plus suit. So let's say that's the blue. So we're going to mark blue as plus. All plus cards that you capture at the end of the round are going to be worth 1 point each. And there's 6 cards in each suit. So up to 6 points up for grabs there. I'm going to skip Ebbes here and just go to the minus because it's very easy. But the fourth 3 to show up will tell us what is the minus suit, which, you guessed it, is going to be negative points if you've captured them at the end of the round. And then Ebbes. Ebbes is going to be interested in only one thing. It's going to see who has the least number of Ebbes colors, who has the most number of Ebbes color. Anyone in the middle of that is going to score 3 points at the end of the round. And then Nyx, of course, as the 5th color, will be designated simply when the minus is designated. So we know green is minus, brown by default is going to slot into Nyx. And when that happens, we're going to know that Nyx is brown. We're going to count up how many Nyx cards we've captured, so of those 6 cards again, and whoever has the most Nyx cards is going to get to choose who leads the next round after we deal cards to see what we have in our hand. So you get a little power by doing that. But as we went through these, trump, plus, Ebbes, minus, and Nyx, the only thing that will get you positive points are plus cards and falling in the middle of Ebbes. So not a lot of points up for grabs here. Trumps are worthless other than allowing you to use them as trumps. Minus are negatives, and Nyx will just give you honors for next round. You can see this scoreboard up here. It's completely unnecessary, but it is cool. We'll be hopefully climbing up the positive numbers of this chart. There is no limit on the positive numbers, even though it tops out at 19. We will play 5 rounds, revealing all 5 of these trigger cards, so 1 through 5. Each one will be a trigger card through the 5 rounds. But if we don't get to the 5th round and somebody has hit negative 15 points, the game also ends. I've not seen that happen yet. Have you guys seen that in your place?
Once.
Oh, really? Someone just got dumpstered, huh?
Yes.
Very cool. So those are the 2 end game conditions. Play all 5 rounds, see who has the most points, or somebody hits negative 15, that will be the final round. And that's Ebbes, a remarkably simple game to teach. At 3 players here, only 30 cards, very restrictive, small card set. After we finish this game, we'll go into the more cards variant, where instead of 1 through 6, we'll be up to 1 through 9. The trigger cards, though, will stay the same, still just 1 through 5. There is an additional variant that allows you to kind of draft what the trigger cards will be from your hand of cards. We're not going to feature that tonight, but maybe we will in the future. Any questions from you 2 gentlemen before we begin?
No.
All right. Then let's play Ebbes. So I'll be first player because I'm in seat number 1, and we'll just get this puppy rolling. I don't think we've shown any cards, so I won't bother redealing, and we'll just start the game. Anyone have a problem with that? You're like, yes, I hate my hand. Give me new cards, please. All right. So 3 is our trigger card. And I will start us out.
And must follow.
Must follow, yes.
Must follow.
I'll start out with a 2 of green. So he's played the 3. We now know green is trump. And Rob plays a 1, so that is Matt's trick. When you click Take Trick here on PCIO, it will take it face down to your pile. At the end of the hand, there's a reveal button that will dump them all to the bottom, and then we can kind of pull them out. It's actually much easier on the table to flip your cards over and say, okay, who had what, than it is here on PCIO.
Let's try reds.
No red for Rob. All right, I'm going to play this 5 and take the trick. And then I'm going to lead 6 red. So there's the 3 of red. So we know red is plus positive points if captured. And Rob plays a 3 of blue. So Ebbes is now designated as blue. I take this trick. And then I will lead. I'll lead a 2 red. So we still don't know what minus and Nix will be, other than we know they'll be brown and yellow in some combination. Six of unknown brown. Okay, so I'll take this trick. I'll play a 3 of yellow. So now yellow is minus. And I'm hoping, I'm not even hoping. I believe someone's going to have to take that trick. It's Rob. And so, yeah, Nyx is also defined because it's the only one left. And you might see this amazing background here on the mod. This is the designer, Klaus Geis. And if you order this game from Etsy or his portal online, you actually get a postcard that is this image that you can add to your board game collection. Pretty fabulous. 4 of brown. So Matt scoops that up.
Try the blue Ebbes.
Not really what I wanted to happen because that makes a lot of Ebbes that I took, but it happens. Let's throw another minus lead here. I think there's another yellow somewhere. Yeah. So that is Rob's. Oh, sorry, Trump.
No, he trumped.
Yep,
Yeah.
my bad. Here's a Trump lead. There you go. There's a positive for you. All right, so we'll click Trick Pile to Hand. It's just going to dump those down into your tray. And then you can, count up your points yourself. We'll announce them, and you can pull out anything relevant, right? Like, for instance, I can just say I have 5 positive points and 1 negative. So I'm going to take 4 points on the scoreboard. I only have 1 Nyx, and I have 5 Ebbes.
I've got the 5 Nyx and no Ebbes.
I have 1 Ebbes, so I guess.
So you'll score.
I fall right in the middle.
Yep. So you'll get 3
What
points. 3 points for Ebbes. And then Nyx is Matt. You said you had 5 of them.
Yep.
Okay. That's round 1. So we will. So you can see the scores: 4 for James, 0 for Matt, -1 for Rob. And we're gonna deal 3 player. It'll flip a new card. The 5 will be our trigger card this round. Matt is going to pick who goes first now after we've seen our cards. That's because he was the Nyx, just to hammer that home.
I'm going to let Rob go ahead and lead us off.
As you can see, we're not using the scoreboard. We're just keeping score on the little PCIO tally markers. I will play the 5. So brown is Trump. Okay, I'll take. Let's make blue 5, so blue is plus. And let's see if another blue can ride around. I doubt it, but can always hope, right? Let's go, blue. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do 5 green, so Ebbes is green. So this is an interesting hand. You can see I had 3 of the trigger cards, which sometimes can feel great, and sometimes it feels like complete death in this game too. Depends what's surrounding those trigger cards and which number they are, for that matter. No Ebbes, no green. This guy. Okay, so Matt will take that with Trump. Minus, or red makes an appearance. Sorry, it's not minus yet anyway. I'm just gonna slough. Four. I'm just gonna play this green one. Still no minus. Okay. All right, this is... All right, there's our minus. So Nick's is yellow. Which is Trump over here. And I'll lead Trump. Ooh, that might even get me an Ebbes. All right. Trick pile to hand. I have 1 Ebbes and 6 positive points. Boom.
3 Ebbes and 4 negative points.
I have 2 Ebbes.
Oh my god.
And 2 negative.
So you got the Ebbes, Rob.
So back to 0. Nice.
And I have 3 Nicks.
1.
Okay.
2.
So Nick's is me. Okay. Round 3 coming up.
This is tough with a short hand like this.
Oh, it's very, yeah, and that's what a lot of people have said about doing the more cards variant, that, you know, you're pretty limited in your, sometimes you're limited in your choices, but I find the restriction kind of appealing as well. It's definitely tough. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was Nick's. 4 is the trigger card. And I'm going to say that Matt will play first.
Okay.
All right, I will take this. And then I'm going to lead 4 of green. So green is Trump. Rob's thinking hard. He's down in that card tray. All right, so I take, and then I'm going to play a 4 yellow, so yellow's plus. Ooh, so brown is Ebbes. That's Rob's trick. We don't know what it is yet. It's something. 4 red. there's some minus for James. Take the, oops, I clicked your button. I'm just pulling these over. Matt.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just clicked the wrong button.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yeah, I took the trick. I just clicked your button instead of mine. Let's go with a 3. Oh, no. Stupid. Yeah. That's why I said stupid, because I believed you guys were short, and which means you could just feed me negatives. But I guess if I'm getting positives, it's not all bad. Well, let's just do it again. I think all the Trump is gone, which means I'm gonna have to take this. But I don't know. I'm not much of a card counter. Hey, look, more negative points from Rob. Thanks, Rob.
No problem.
Hey, look. Boy, I took a lot of cards. All right, trick pile to hand. So, I think I took, yeah, I actually have to pull mine out because it exceeded the tray. I've seen that on here before. I took 5 positive and all 6 negatives for a -1. And I took 5 Ebbes, which means somebody has 1 and they get 3 points. That's Matt.
That'd be me.
3 points for Matt, and I have 3 nicks.
I also have 3 nicks.
And you have a bigger, so then it's going to go to a tie. My highest one is a 4. That means Rob's highest one is higher than a 4, so he will take the nicks control. Okay.
Yay.
All right, another deal. 2 is the trigger card. So 9 to 0 to 0. You guys stuck me with some serious negatives, but I was able to shovel the positives with it. And Rob will pick our starter. Like you can see, if watching at home, like obviously it is important to try to figure out a path to capturing the plus cards. Like,
I'll go first.
oh, okay. All right. Well, 2. So yellow is Trump.
And I will take that trick. Let's go brown.
And I'll play a 3. So Rob takes the mystery meat.
Yep.
So brown is plus. Yikes. I'm just going to throw a blue in there.
Let's try blue.
All right, I'll play a 2, which means Ebbes is blue and Rob wins trick. green is minus. Oof. Killing me, Rob. Killing me. Oh,
Trying.
son of a bitch.
Trying as hard as I can.
You guys are bringing me back down to earth.
Uh-huh.
Let's try this. Oh. Yeah, I got dumpstered that round. All right, trick pile to hand. I have all the negative cards. Hey, thanks for the follow. Bird, must be Scotty. Or could be old Drew from Texas. I don't know. All right, so I took a -6. I have all 6 minus cards. And I have 3 nicks.
I have
Ebbes. How many Ebbes?
3 nicks. I have 3 nicks as well.
Ebbes, I had 0, and I think Rob, you might have to pull them out of your hand because you're at 15 cards captured, which I think exceeds the row.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Let me pull my nicks out.
That's what happened to me last hand. Thanks, Drew. We still got to play that prototype sometime, Drew. I'm still thinking about it, you know.
So 3 nicks. You probably have it because you have the 6.
Correct. Yep.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ebbes.
Yep. So Matt, you take the Ebbes with 1. Look at that. Look who's in last now. It's me, the guy who had 9 points last round. All right, and Nick's is me, and we're headed to the last round. Well, that snugged up in a hurry. It was looking like it might be a whooping. All right, 1 is the trigger. I'm going to go... I think I'm going to start with a 1 green.
Oh.
No green. Go with a 4. How do you feel about capturing a trick of complete unknown? Not great.
Yeah, it's pretty random. I don't know.
Depends what else I have.
Yeah, I'll throw a red 1 out there since I just pulled down 3 reds. Seems like a safe thing to do at least. Looks like Ebbes is yellow. All right, we're going to play offsuit and make blue minus.
Thanks.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I thought there was at least one more minus floating out there. Hey, a plus. And an Ebbes. Oh, baby. Might be what I needed to see. All right. Trick pile to hand. I have 4 positive, 1 negative, so +3. I have 1 Ebbes.
2 Ebbes.
3 Ebbes.
Oh my God, Matt with the 2 Ebbes hit again. You got it, Matt.
Got a -1 and +2.
Oh, +3 for Ebbes, right?
+3 for Ebbes.
Oh, +3.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is gonna do it. That's it. W for Matt. That was a close one. That was good. I'm glad it snugged up there. That got good at the end. Made for a climactic final hand. All right. That is standard Ebbes. So at 3-player, small card set, now let's expand it a little bit and see what happens. So now we're going to have 1 through 9 instead. I'm just going to hit the variant deal. I do think I have to reset this guy. Yep. So now 1 through 9 instead. We'll reset our scores and have Matt be first player since he took the win. So 15 cards in hand now. And 1 through 9. And 2 is our trigger. Yep. See how different this feels. I have not played until right now with the expanded card selection.
Start out with some green.
Tell you what, I could definitely see you hitting the negatives with more cards, like obviously, right? Because there's more risk and more profit to be made. Okay, Trump is green and Matt takes. All right,
Get
so
that out of the
plus
way now.
is yellow. Okay, I'll take this. Let's do... I'm gonna lead a blue 9. Okay. Then I'll do a blue 2. So that is Ebbes now. Ooh. Oh, boy. Just stuck a minus in there, huh? So
Yep.
that's Matt's. Yeah, don't love that. Oh, boy. This is certainly different. So 1 trump. There you go, buddy.
I mean, I don't think it's going to get stuck with me.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. Maybe Matt's my buddy, friend. Oh, boy. Neither of us can follow plus. It's interesting.
Thanks.
All right. Trick pile to hand. Some of you, not named me, are probably going to have to pull your cards out to be able to see them all. That's a lot of cards.
Oof, 27.
I have 3 minus, 3 plus, and 3 Ebbes.
I have 1 Ebbes, so I'm probably low.
Sweet. That should put me in the middle.
5.
Yep. Nice. All right. I'll take my Ebbes, and I'm a wash on positives and negatives.
I have 3 positive. No negative.
Oh. Ouch.
That's not looking good.
-3 there. And then I've got 2, 4, 6 nicks.
I have none. So that's you.
3.
Yep. All right. Round 2.
Ouch.
I'll just do this manually. So 1 is the trigger. Yeah, the variant button doesn't seem to reset the room like the deal button does. 1 is the trigger, and Matt chooses first player. Matt, I thought you were raking there, and then we just dumped literally every negative card in your lap.
I had too many highs at the end.
Yeah.
Rob, go ahead. You start.
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
I had 1 of
You're
the Trump
welcome.
suit. And I was like, this is going to be an interesting hand. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, 1 is the trigger, huh?
Going right in the middle. 5. Can't go wrong with that. Is it high? Is it low? No one knows.
No one knows.
It's high.
Is it plus? Is it minus? Is it Trump?
It's mine though. That's
it's
what
yours.
I do know.
Yep.
It's mine.
Exactly right. All right. Trump is brown. Congratulations.
That was a cheap win.
You won some crap.
Yeah. Let's try reds.
Boo. Oh. Let's do this. Take this. Let's make yellow Ebbes. Oh. So that's Matt's. Rob just short suiting all over the place.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. It's a gift. Yay. Just what I always wanted. This is a mess. This is a mess. Mess. Yeah, Rob. I know, Rob. I know. Let's just throw this ugly guy out here. Love to win those triple trump tricks, right? Thanks, Rob.
I try.
This hand was a disaster. Disaster. Here you go, Rob. Okay. Trick pile to hand. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Big -5 for me. And I have 5 Ebbes.
I have 1 Ebbes.
I have 3.
So that'll give you the Ebbes.
3. So 6.
Hey. Rob, what'd you pull down that round?
What was that?
I said, Rob,
What's that?
What did you pull down that round?
3 positive, 1 negative, so just 2 points.
Nice.
Yeah. Matt, how many points did you get?
He got 6.
I gave him 3 for the Ebbes. He needed 3 more then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I took the other 3.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
good.
gotcha.
Who's got the Knicks? I have none. So
I think I do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
okay, that'll do it. All right, we'll deal again. Refresh this. 4 is the trigger card. It's kind of interesting. It is a great. It feels like a great game both ways. But it does feel different. To get those
Totally different.
extra cards in there, like everything just changes a bit. You can really try to play for like a short-term positives game with the small deck, right? Like if I can just set up a 1-2 move that win a trick with a high card, lead out the 1, I know I've secured half the positive points. Here, that's a little less juicy.
I'm going to have James go first.
How kind. Okay. Well, you know what? Here's a 4. Let's just get it out there. Trainiac from the chat says, how does it play with 5? I've really dug my 5-player plays. I've not played the extended deck at 5. That would be 1 through 15, which is going to make quite a long game. 15 tricks 5 times. But I've played it in the regular setup with 1 through 10, and it's been really good. It's been great at 3, 4, and 5. And there's a 2-player variant in the box that I haven't messed with yet. Oh, that's brutal, Matt.
Yes, it was.
Oh, Rob, my goodness gracious.
I think Matt's going to trump it.
Yeah, hope so. Just to spread the love a little bit.
I'm not.
That was a lot of positive points, Rob.
It was. Well, I might as well trigger the Ebbes then.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that 1 random red doesn't become a negative.
Yep. So that's minus.
No, that's not good.
Matt's like, talk about your all-time backfires.
Yep.
Holding strong at 0 tricks taken this round. I wasn't 100% positive that I was paying enough attention to know that 9 was there, but I thought it was still there. All right. I have 6 cards that I captured. Rob has 27.
I got a lot of cards here, that's for sure.
Boy. Wow.
3.
Well, I have 0. I have 2 Ebbes.
I got 6 Ebbes.
Ooh, that means my 2's going to win, I think. Rob's got to empty his whole hand.
So there's 6.
You may
How
be
many
able
Ebbes?
to. You
I've
might be
only
able
got
to,
1 Ebbes.
Yeah, so I win the Ebbes at the middle.
Let me get rid of these
I was going to
trumps.
say
They're
you might be
worthless.
able to drag your whole the number part of your hand out. It might dump the whole thing. I don't know.
I got 9 plus minus 6, so I get 3. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nicks.
All right, sounds like you're the Knicks then. All right, deal, new card, reset. Rob will pick our starter. This is round 4 of 5. Look, Rob's sitting pretty, just like me. Now, Rob, you just have to get destroyed, just like me, and come back to Earth.
You know what? I think I'll go first.
There's some really fun decisions in this game on like what, when you do have a trigger card, like you have a lot of fun places to say like, do I just want to make this not negative? Right? You get the opportunity, like, I'm just going to make this something that's not minus points. And I like the bits in there. Oh boy, we're offsuiting and we don't know anything yet. That's fun. Okay, here's Trump, which I think we just flushed all of. So this is going to be a very interesting round. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, let's make, 5. So plus is red. So Ebbes is green. was a trump left. Son of a bitch. Oh, no. Boy, that was not good. Oh, no. I really thought there wasn't a trump left. Oh, man. Not good at all.
No. I'm pretty sure the rest of the tricks are mine.
Since we're Trumpless. That was actually my plan, was to try to have the final lead. It did not work. There was 2 trump left. Oh, boy. That was a mess. Rob, 33 cards. Matt took nothing.
33, that's...
I took
That's a lot.
-7. Yeah, try to
Let me
just
just
grab the...
dump them out.
Oh, you still got a phantom. Never mind, I guess that
So,
won't
hey,
help
only 2 negative. That's not bad.
Oh, at least they're sorted.
Nine, so that's 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You took all the Ebbes, which means nobody scores Ebbes because
You got 0?
we both tie. Yeah, Matt and I both got 0.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 nicks.
That'll get you nicks too.
That'd be you.
Well, I'm not going to say we'll call it, but let's go ahead and play this final round out. Trainiac says +10 for taking no tricks. I wish. I don't think that happens in this game.
Yeah.
If it does, well, I've never read the rule book. All right, Rob, who's starting out this meaningless final hand?
That's a good question.
I mean, I guess if I took -7, you could take -9, and Matt could take +7-ish and pull it out, huh?
Yeah.
Do you believe in miracles?
I think I'll go first again. I think. Yeah. Yep, I'll go first.
Okay. That hand went so poorly.
Hey, green's trump.
Oh, yeah. Red's positive. Oh, man, I was really hoping you could save that for the negative, Matt.
I know.
Since he just took a whole bucket load of blue cards. So now
Guess
brown.
I'll make brown negative.
That's not gonna work.
You can
out.
have those.
Yep. Man, we're so close to sticking him. Yeah, I'll be taking that. All right. That's all she wrote. -1.
-1.
Also -1.
-2, but I gotta find my red cards. Give me 1 second.
And I got 2 Ebbes. You have no Ebbes,
have
Matt?
none.
Sweet. That means Ebbes is mine.
I got 4 -2, so +2.
That's the final. That was the stomping. You had a ton of Trump those last 2 hands. Or I mean, you led a ton of. It's really hard to define, right? I guess we can't say you had a ton of Trump. You led out with your heavy suit both those last 2 hands.
Yeah, I had I think both the last 2 hands I had 7, 8, 9, maybe even 6, 7, 8, 9 of a single suit.
Right.
So I wanted to just keep leading that until Trump broke.
Yeah, I like that too, because you essentially you control the beginning of the game. You still an opportunity to try to stick you, but it just requires a perfect storm between 2 players who can't talk. you know.
Yeah.
Cool. That was cool. I like it a lot both ways. I know it might seem like just a hedge or whatever, but I was surprised to feel, because I've heard a lot of people say they like the more cards variant. I thought it was going to give more control, and I felt like it actually gave less control. What do you guys think?
Well, I think you're like what Rob did. You're dumping a suit pretty quickly, and it seemed like that happened more than just that last hand or two. If you're long on a suit, you want to get rid of it. You don't want to play your low one in hopes that you can get the pluses to kick in.
Right.
It's a tightrope. It's yeah.
Rob, what do you think about the differences between the two, or preferences for that matter?
I've played the regular game twice, and I've only played the variant once. But I prefer it with the more cards. Having played it, I think it gives you more options. I was able to do more with my hand. Basically, I was able to force stuff. The best thing to do, at least from my couple plays, I'm no expert. I've only got 3 plays, is to try and set yourself up to force out Trump, and then immediately lead out in a plus, so that you know you're going to be able to force the plus,
Mm-hmm.
or be able to force things back to back, or manipulate the 5 different categories in some way.
That's a fun bit that I really like is trying to chain those back-to-back moves where you think, like you said, if you strip Trump out, first of all, it gives you more control, right? Because it's gone, you can dependably lead without getting trumped. And then lead a strong plus and then follow it with potentially a trigger plus and hopefully one more of those, right? That you can win more later on in the hand. It's almost like the base game is just this condensed version of it, but it changes so much to add those extra cards into the game. That's really interesting. I liked it. Cool. That's it for us. This is Tricky, Ebbes. A lot of fun to see both of those. A lot of these games have variants baked in, and it's fun to see them back to back. That's how I'd always like to experience them, is play one way and then play the other and kind of see how it feels. So we'll be back next week with some more card games. If you have something you want to see on the stream, give us a shout over on the Discord, on Twitter, wherever you want to reach us, and we'll try to get that game in. But for Rob and for Matt, I'm James, and we will see you next time on Tricky.